Good morning, good afternoon, good middle of the night. This is Michelle Williams, your Survey123 Jedi, and I have something fun to share with you today. Esri has invited me to check out the alpha version of Survey123. I lovingly call it Survey1234, just because that sounds pretty amazing to me. So welcome to my galaxy, and we're going to just go through the normal flow of what my classes look like so that you can see what this preview looks like. So I'm going to close this out. I've tried it in two different aspects already. So this already was given to Esri. They already have the behind the scenes video, but I want to show you because it's pretty amazing. So I'm going to go into, you can see that it looks and feels just like Survey123. And it does the whole way through. So watch this. We're going to go get a new survey. Look and feel is exactly the same. It just feels beautiful to me. I love that Esri did this for us. So what are we getting with this new platform? This new platform is on the .NET framework, and it's going to integrate really nicely with everything else, because for the last 8 years that I've been doing this, it's always been in a universe all of its own. We are bringing that all together, my friends, and they're doing it in such a way that the learning curve is going to be beautiful. There's not, well, as far as I can tell, the learning curve is going to be minimal. So as long as you know Survey123, you're going to have all of this in your head already. So watch how easy this is. It's not complete yet. So just know this is only like the 12th little this is the first release, the first alpha release that I've seen. And so I got it last weekend. We're playing with it this week again. And this is just how it works. So we are going to do the family address book, because I do the family address book in every single class I teach. And we're just going to say 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's all we need to do. And then we're going to go look for our survey. So, or our file, sorry about that. We're going to do select, and it's going to the download folder, which is interesting. It was on the system 32 file, I believe. So it's even now still making changes. So this is beautiful. Download it's an okay place to be. Actually, it's a fantastic place to be, because maybe I trained it this way, and maybe that's what's going on with this. This is really cool, because I always go to my download folder in class and I grab my files. So the first one we're going to do is just the one whole survey, and then we'll do the one with the repeats. So let's go in here and create our survey. How does that look? It looks very similar. Okay, so we're going to go over here. This is how I like to set mine up. This one, I like this one squished. And you'll notice that it only goes down to half. We've already asked Esri, can you give us some more leeway with that? Because for me, I like 1/3, 1/4, and then the rest of my screen is the spreadsheet. So we've asked for that already, and we'll see what they have for us. I'm going to enable my survey, bring it over here, do its thing. The look and feel of the family address book. So these are just some last names. Oops, last names. I like to do a copy of the username, because we as folks who make Survey123, we like to just grab the username from the login. And so that's what that is, but it's hidden. So I always just copy it out when I'm doing my classes, so people can see that it's gonna pull your name from your account. And then head of household, family phone number. And this is interesting, because we actually have a mask in here, but the mask isn't showing up. It's just showing up my default number. So let me show you. And that's good, because we can get this back to Esri. So we're looking at phone numbers. And if we scroll all the way over, It's getting the default. Now let's go make sure that we do have a mask in here. Scrolling, and we do. So the mask isn't yet pulling in, but that's okay. We are still so early on. Like I said, first iteration, it's pretty solid. As you know, the look and feel makes us feel good about what we're using. So thank you, Esri. This is amazing. And then you've got your map, address, city. Let's see if my map, what I have in here. Geopoint. Okay, so it's required, which is beautiful. We want that. And it says it's required. And when it's required, then your folks don't end up at Null Island. So we always put it as yes, required. Okay, so that looks good. Let's click on it and see what happens. It might not know where I am. It doesn't know where I am. No locations received. But, you know, we can come over here and figure out I'm somewhere between here. I'm right here somewhere. Place a pin. All righty. So it wants to place a pin wherever you are. Okay, that's interesting. So we're not clicking on the map. We're actually clicking on, we're scrolling and placing a pin. Okay, interesting. Totally doable. And then we can say done. There, it's probably where it's supposed to be. And then we have city, state, zip, all of that. In my classes, I make sure that zip is a number because a lot of things go wrong when that happens. So we change that in class, we change that to a text because we're not calculating anything. If we were doing, you know, the sum of, then we would do that, but we're not. Zip codes they're just text that we need to keep the same. We're not adding, subtracting, those type of things. So make that one a text. And then I have my camera. I'm using my camera over here, so I don't want to push that one right now. It auto-populated our dates. This is some cool code because it has nothing to do with family address books. But what it does have is, you know, when you go out and you do your inspection, how many days is it going to take for folks to need to go back out and reassess that work order? 17 days seems to be a nice number, nice round number. And you can also change it. So maybe it's something that's very risky and we need to get somebody out there now. Maybe 2 days, and you'll notice that the days actually come up and they change. So it's just kind of a cool little piece of code that I've added into my classes so that you can get that. And then a link for more tips and tricks that goes right into my LinkedIn. This is an idea that we just started using at work. So OneDrive folders for past work orders. And that's so that Power Automate can push everything into a OneDrive or a SharePoint or whatever that looks like for you. And then as long as the team is online, they can actually click in here and go look at the past reports because everybody wants to see the last reports. Why was it high risk? You know, those types of things. And if they can get the whole report just right there, it's a beautiful thing. Just know that if you're in a OneDrive or a SharePoint or whatever that drive looks like, OneDrive, SharePoint, they might be exactly the same thing. There's a lot going on in my brain when I go live, so just work with me here. If you are watching, I'd love for you to just put a comment in. I've got this one going out to 3 streams, 3 areas. We're going to Facebook, LinkedIn, and YouTube because not all of you are going to be on one platform. And as I go through this, I just want to make sure that all my folks who are watching, who are interested, can get access to these. Just know that the OneDrive folder needs to be shared with the people who are going to need to be looking at it. Otherwise, it doesn't work very well. So that, let's just say for us, that's good. I also like to put the version of the field app because just in case you get somebody who something goes wonky. And what goes on is the first thing you want to do is go check what version are they on. And you'll notice we're on 4, which is awesome. So this is what that number 4 version is going to look like for us. This is the 12th iteration. So they've been, you know, as they put this out into this private community, they've only made 12 little teeny tiny adjustments. So you can imagine before it goes beta at the end of the year, how many iterations this is going to go through. So if you want, and you need to get, if you want something changed in Survey123 that they're probably not going to change in the current version, let me know, because we have their ear. So that's nice. It's a good place to be. I share with them all these videos, and then I give them a little summary so they can go through it and dissect what we're looking at. Because remember, the folks who are building our programs for us, they don't use the program. They're doing the best they can. And so they're looking to us, the end users, to give them feedback. And so this is the best time to give feedback, because they're hungry for it. They want this to go out the best it can before they go beta. So watch and learn and glean. And at some point, you may have a piece of code that you're going, Michelle, this is a really sexy code that I have. I don't know if it's going to work in the new one. Get with me and we can try it out. It's a beautiful place to it's a sandbox of fun. My goal for doing these is, let's see how far we can go before we break it, because it's good to break things before they go live. And that's always been my motto: break it before the end user sees it. So as we're going through, that's what we're going to do. So that's done. I have to do a couple more things because I'm still in Connect, so it doesn't matter. But I didn't populate those. So that's the form. We also have our details ready. That's the only two pieces that they've included for us so far. So you can put your summary. They've given us a lot more space for this description, which is great. What I like to do for a description is I like to say, add this to your phone, add my contact information to your phone, and it'll say something like, Michelle Williams is your Survey123 professional, because Jedi doesn't translate as well in the professional aspect. But what you want to do is go in here and give them enough information. So it says, my name is Michelle Williams. I'll be your professional. Here's my cell phone number. Here's my email, all of that. So they have it, and they'll put it in their phone before they ever go out into the field. Because if something happens, you want them to feel good enough about calling you, or this is what we do. Call me in the middle of the night if you need to, because I know that you are important. And you may work on the other side of the world, and you can't wait for me to wake up at 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock California time. So, give them what they need so that they can feel comfortable. And then I'm just going to publish it, see what happens. Okay, that's normal. That's good. Publish my survey. Say okay. All right, friends, let's go see if we can find it. Let's see why. There we go. All right. So let's go into ArcGIS Online. Sign in. Sign in over the, oops, not what I wanted. Sign in. And let's go in here. My fingerprint, I love the fingerprint because my husband worked for the company who sold that to Microsoft. So it's near and dear to my heart every single time. All right, now let's go into trying to figure out where I'm going. Content. Let's go see what it looks like. Let's see, title. Oh, we're going to go to modify, just see what happens. So we're looking for 622. Now, just to let you know, I knew that was going to happen because last week when I was playing with it, it didn't publish. They're still working on that. So it's okay. We figured it out. I already knew it was going to happen. We just were checking to see if they had gotten that far this week. So just know it's okay. It didn't publish, but the front end looks really fantastic. So if you have any questions about that, put that in the chat. I noticed that a few of you are watching. Put something in the chat, because the way that I'm streaming this out right now, it says that I should be able to see your comments and it should show up on our screen. Can you put a comment of where you're showing up from, just so that I can see if I can see it? I'll wait for just a few minutes. What we're going to do is I'm going to stop this live. We're going to start another one, and we're going to do repeats. And for the reason we're doing all of that is I want to keep these in small chunks. And then I'm sending each of the videos to Esri to make sure that they have everything they need to know to work on this week. Hopefully they'll start sending us the next release. I know they're hard at work. The Esri conference is coming up. I will be there. You can't miss me. I'm going to be in my blue robe. So let me know. Let me know that you saw something about this. If you're excited about Survey123 version 4, it's going to be amazing. All right, folks, have a blessed day. I will see you in just a few minutes if you want to jump on here one more time and see how we do repeats, or if repeats will work. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.